I need a 30 for 30 to show that I'm different like Jordan and Pippen. I need a 30 for 30 like Jalen and Webber. Nobody gon' fuck on my click. I need a 30 for 30. America, history has been made down here where we from, down here in the SIP. Jackson State University has the #1 class, point blank period. Not only in the SWAC, but also in the FCS, the football championship subdivision or whatever the fuck they want to call that shit. The boys, Coach Prime particularly, because we know what it is. The name recognition, the fame, the Subway commercials. They can go on YouTube and watch the highlights and see him dancing. Some of these sneakerheads like to go get his old Deion and shit like that. He be on all the shows. What he be on NFL TV too, don't I mean NFL Network.
He was on NFL Network.
He's not there anymore.
Now he with Barstool or some shit, which I'm worried about that. We'll talk about that a little bit later.
Other stuff.
Yeah, but he everywhere. And he also happens to be the greatest cornerback of all time. I've heard some people, Stephen A. Smith called him arguably the greatest football player of all time, period. Arguably the greatest athlete of all time, because if you throw in the fact that he played baseball and shit. This is one of them motherfuckers.
Play wide receiver too.
Play wide out. Take back them kicks. He cover what's the running joke? Water covers 2/3 of the earth.
I cover the rest.
Deion Sanders covered the red. So he one of them boys, America. And now look like he one of those recruiters. Jackson State really put on, and for the Alabama fans of the world, the LSU fans of the world, Ohio State fans of the world, this ain't shit to you, okay? We get it. We understand that. But in the post-integration world, where black kids were able to go to whatever school they chose and all that kind of shit, this is big. This is historic, as we said, to have all these guys. How many? Who are the 4 stars they got?
They got Shadur, which is his son. They signed Dejon Warren, who's from out of Pennsylvania. He's a corner. I think he's the #1 corner in the country, according to 24/7 Sports. #2 nationally. #1 at his position. #2 player nationally.
Now is that the one coming from the JUCO transfer? Or
no,
is he coming out of high school?
That's the I think that's the commit from Georgia that he flipped.
That's right. You're right.
And then you got let's see, you got Javante Gardner, who's a 3-star. But this is according to 24/7 Sports. Your list, you got 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 5 4-stars on this list. 6. Yeah. I'm sorry, I missed another one. So 6 on that list. But I mean, he got boys, man. I mean, they all said why they wanted to come and commit. So Trevante Rucker was a 4-star receiver. He's coming. Let's see. And then, I mean, look at all the flips. He flipped guys from Tennessee over. He flipped guys from Auburn over. Missouri, SC. He brought his son over from South Carolina. He brought a Florida State guy over. He brought a Mississippi State guy over. I mean, he just brought him over. He brought him over.
And we keep it 100 here, America. We keep it 100 on this motherfucker. That's what we doing. Put it on something. You know that bag ain't there. With it's Jackson State, the bag ain't there. Okay? Unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? We come from struggle as black people. We still trying to goddamn rise up. We ain't got all these big time boosters like that to just be passing out them bad. So he able to flip these boys off the strength of, I'm one of the greatest to ever do it. If you want to learn how to be one of the greats, if you want to get to the show that I dominated, come on over here. And that shit worked. All right, so with all these boys, what's our expectation?
I really don't know. Do we know like how many games gonna be played? And you know what I mean?
Like,
this is weird.
it's such a weird time. Like this, Jackson State needed something like this so badly, but
Yeah.
it's still fucked up that they got them in the midst of COVID. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
oh, that's
7.
just so
I think
fucked up.
looking at 7 games. It was gonna be 8, but Alcorn is decided to opt out for the spring, I believe.
Yeah, you
So
hate
I think
that
it's
because you would
7
love
games
to
right
go ahead
now.
and see
It's
that.
7 games. He gets Grambling early. First 2 games y'all be walking through. He got Valley, he got Edward Waters. Then he gets Grambling on the road. He gets Alabama State on the road. He gets Prairie View at home. Southern, and he closes out at home. Last 3 games are at home.
So now he said famously they looking to go and oh.
I know.
Would y'all look at it as a failure for Coach Prime if they don't go undefeated?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, he the one said it.
Yes.
He put that expectation on
Yep.
himself,
Yep.
and that's gonna be tough, man. Cause
Hey,
I
so
would say it's a failure, but I don't see them going. I don't see them going endo.
I don't know.
Like
I
I
think he
don't
could do
see
it.
it.
I think he could do it just because of the simple fact he just got the talent. And if he could just if his defense is flying around like they said they were flying around in that spring in that practice, and I know it's just practice, but if he's got that type of defensive speed in the SWAC,
Yeah.
because I'm trying to think. I know Alcorn, they've got some guys that's got some speed, but man, a lot of offenses in the SWAC ain't just moving like that. So if that defense is just moving and flying around, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. That's
You
true.
know? So that's the thing I'm more looking forward to is how's he going? If Deion is this motivational guy that everybody says he's a motivational guy, he's a guy that can get you to rise up above, then he's got to be masterful with the motivation. He's got to be masterful with getting young guys to respond the way he needs them to respond. So hey, he got to do it all in his first year. I mean, people gonna be the eyes are on Prime. They ain't nobody talking about nobody else in the SWAC but Prime.
That's
That's
true.
it.
and some of that's worrying me. I done told y'all this in the group text. It seems like, not saying this is the case, just saying it seems like that he ain't just put his head all the way down and dug into the coaching quite yet. Because I'm still seeing him with all the barstool stuff. I'm still seeing him speaking on other folks' games and all that kind of stuff.
I know he said that, but he may be looking at this season as a mulligan though. This spring.
Think so?
As a mulligan. Just trying to get the hype and people actually coming.
Like a 7-game preseason?
Pretty much.
But come on now. Now this is some America.
Nah,
we
Jackson ain't going for
it. I was just about to say.
Yeah, Jackson ain't going for it.
We might not be able to speak on where y'all sports team is, but we know the Jackson metro area. And we know it's some old black men that don't give a fuck that it's COVID. They don't give a fuck that you got a Subway commercial. They ain't gonna give a fuck that you try to do your bar stool appearances. They don't give a fuck about the Deion dance. None of that shit.
Yep.
They want to beat Grambling. They want to beat all these motherfuckers in the SWAC.
Everybody.
They want, okay? And they will be on you.
Y'all probably already said it. So, and Alcorn opted out, right?
Yeah,
that's what I'm reading.
It's probably a smart thing to do, but I'm just saying I would love to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they swapped out. They opted out.
I don't know. We gonna see, man. I'm gonna be watching closely because this coaching shit hard. And it's football. You got so many moving parts. You got all them boys. You got
a lot of egos.
You want to all that. You got all that, dog.
Now they coming to eat. Because remember, Prime told him, say, I want to be the conduit that gets these kids to the next level.
I hope he does.
So he got to be, how do you get these boys the looks? How do you get these boys the numbers? I mean, because he gonna have to spread that thing around and get these boys to display their talent. So what's it gonna look like? That's gonna be the biggest question for me. What's it gonna look like? And it ain't gonna be against Edward Waters, and it ain't gonna be against Valley, where I get to find out that's them 2 preseason games.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Valley. Shout out to my cousin Kevin. I know you the only Valley member in the family, but it is what it is. Grambling gonna be the game. Grambling gonna be the game where we find out what it be like. That's what we gonna find out.
I wish some luck. I know one thing Jacktown don't do. Jacktown does not forgive. They on your ass.
But the barbershops.
Boss.
But the barbershops.
He might not be able to go get a cut.
If they successful now, they gonna goddamn love you like no other.
Man, they finna have pictures and everything up.
But think about the barbershops though. But look
they might have already put some up over the recruiting plan.
But no, think about these barbershops now though, man. You might not get out of that chair for 3 hours. Cause that old head barber that's in there talking and he cutting your head and he like click. And then let me tell you something about what Deion did. He gonna call a run play on 3rd and 13. What is he doing? What is he doing? Clicking. And then another thing, click. I mean, it's just, man, you ain't gonna never get out the chair.
And they gonna be so disrespectful and shit. They gonna be saying like, "This ain't the damn Cowboy. This is the SWAT."
He might well should have went to some school in Texas or something. Go coach over there.
Hell, we running down here. Boy, they gonna be on it, boy. But
man, gonna be different.
But again, hopefully it goes well, and then they gonna be. Imagine Prime in a parade out there with the boom playing after COVID.
Oh man!
Oh shit! Imagine that motherfucker coming down the street in the motherfucker
down Lynch Street.
Prime might get out there and do some drum major shit with them boys.
He just might.
He liable to.
Prime might get out there and show us.
He just might.
He liable.
Hey, now I tweeted I don't know if I tweeted JSU football or the Boom, but they noticed it. They retweeted. I said the Boom need to play Must Be the Money this year.
They gotta play it.
They gotta play that shit.
They gotta play it.
So they saw the tweet. Hopefully they working on it. I know they can play whatever.
Limousines,
right.
Lemon.
Play that shit.
I don't even know what he said.
I know one thing he said. Money. Must be the money. Must be the money.
You know they playing that first win.
Oh, that's 5th quarter all day. That's 5th quarter all day long. Man, gonna be stupid.
Let go, JSU. My kids wanted me to tell y'all to make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me across all social media platforms, like the videos, and share them. Did I forget anything?
And turn on the post notifications.
Y'all heard them. And also, visit Statement Tees, LLC.com, and shop with us. That's Statement Tees. Every t-shirt you wear
makes a statement.